Hi there. So today we're going to prepare a pad thai. It's the first time that I do a pad thai. I've done stir fries and so forth, but a pad thai, we usually buy it made. That's when I want to have my days off. But a very special lady, Miss Susan, Mr. Hannaford's wife, asked me for a pad thai recipe because she loves pad thai. So we're going to give it a try today. First things first, what I did is I blanched the bean sprouts. Now, why you want to do this is because the bean sprouts, you can't just rinse the dirt or the bacteria away. So it is always recommended that you blanch them. Basically, take boiling water, throw them in there for 2 minutes, take them out, put them in a ice bath or run them under cold water. They're still crunchy. And we know now that there's no bacteria left in there. So we're gonna go with bean sprouts. We have our tofu cut up. We have our green onions, cilantro, peppers, garlic, lime juice. We have our chicken and our shrimps over here. Now, I couldn't find tamarind sauce. So next best thing to it is if you mix equal parts of lime juice with light brown sugar, it's going to give you the same taste, because what you're looking for is sweet but a sour taste, but a nice sour taste. So we made our own. We're going to add brown sugar. We have soy sauce. We have rice vinegar, fish sauce. If you like it spicy, you're gonna throw in some sriracha in there. But if you don't like it spicy, like myself, I go ahead and add paprika, and it gives it a nice, vibrant color and great taste. Now, to the noodles, big mistake everybody does is cook the noodles, boil the noodles. You're gonna have such a hard time. They're gonna stick, they're gonna overcook. You don't want to do that. So all you want to do is prepare a nice warm bath. The warm water is as though you're taking a warm bath, and you sit into it and you're like, beautiful warm bath. That's what you want your noodles to be in. It's going to go through 3 stages of cooking. So basically we're soaking them now. So we're as you can see, the noodles, they were hard before and now they're starting to soften. Then we're going to saute it, cook it with the vegetables. And then the third is when we add the sauce in, and it just accumulates all the flavors in the pan, and that's the final cooking of the noodles. So you don't want to pre-cook them, boil them. That's a big no-no. I went ahead and I cut everything we needed to cut. So the only thing we're going to do now is we're going to add our soy sauce. So we're how many people today? We're 8 people today to eat here at this household. So I'm gonna go with about a cup of soy sauce. To that, we're gonna add, I would say 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar. We're gonna add another 3 tablespoons of the fish sauce. Great smell. We're gonna add our lime juice. So I went ahead and I squeezed the juice of 2 limes. We're gonna incorporate that in there. We're gonna add, because I don't do spicy, so I put the sriracha on the side. Whoever wants to add it, adds it. We're gonna put a nice big tablespoon of paprika. We're gonna put 5 tablespoons of sugar. We're gonna put our tamarind sauce in there. And we're gonna mix this up. We will add our garlic in there. What a great smell. Alright, so next step is just to start throwing everything in the pan. You want to make sure your pan is nice and hot, and we'll start cooking. So we got our chicken. We started sauteing. And, we put our peppers in there to saute it as well, all together. Then the chicken is about halfway cooked. We're going to make a little space for our tofu. add the tofu in there. And let that cook a little bit on the side here too. It's a very easy dish to do once you have all the ingredients. Obviously, it's not the ingredients that most pantries hold, but once you buy them, you can keep those ingredients because you'll be making all sorts of other sautés, stir fries, or whatnot with these ingredients, so they don't go to waste. Nothing goes to waste. Alright, so our chicken is about halfway cooked. Our tofu is soaking up the flavor. Now, I did a semi-ripe tofu. I didn't want it too hard. I want it kind of soft so it soaks up the flavors. What you want also to do is, if you can find already smoked tofu, that is amazing in this recipe, I've been told. So if you can do that, find it. I live in Laval, so our grocery stores are not much, how can I say this politically correct, they're not that diverse. We'll have small sections of ethnic foods. Alright, so to this, our next step, we'll be adding the eggs. Just gonna let this cook a little bit. Alright, so we're gonna make a little room over here, just like that. We're gonna crack our eggs. Now what you want to do is let them cook a little bit. Don't scramble them yet. Let them cook a little bit, and then we'll remove the shell that went in there. So we're gonna let them cook a little bit. So once the white starts to firm up a little bit more, then we'll scramble it up. To this, we'll be putting our shrimps. We'll be putting the noodles. And then we'll be putting our sauce last. Alright, so you see it's starting to firm up a little bit. Alright. What I want to do is maybe just break the yolk. There we go. To scramble our egg. Now we're just gonna mix it all together. If you have raw shrimps, this is the time you want to be throwing them in. I'm going to wait a little bit because our shrimps are cooked. So I will wait a little bit to that. Just want to make sure my chicken is cooked a little bit more. Starting to look good, guys. Alright, so we've gone ahead and added our shrimps that were already cooked. Want to mix all this up nicely. See, our eggs are already nicely scrambled in there. We'll let this cook for about maybe 5 minutes. And we'll be finishing off our sauce and our noodles after that. Alright, so we've added our noodles now, and our stuff is cooking in the bottom. Now what you want to do to this is incorporate the bean sprouts right in the middle. We want to put our cut up green onions. And what we want to do is we don't want to saute this. We don't want it to get too brown, so we're just going to cover it up, kind of nest it into a pouch, and the steam of ingredients cooking under on the pasta, we'll cook this without burning it. So we cover it up nicely, make a nice little nest in the middle. Let the steam from underneath cook it. Alright, so sauce gets added. And now we're just gonna mix this around. Ah, what an amazing smell of all the flavors combined. Delicious. Hope the family enjoys this. I know I enjoyed making it. Alright, so this is the end result to our homemade pad thai. So we got our shrimps in there, we got chicken, all the ingredients that we told you. And I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Miss Susan, I hope you get to try it, and I want feedback on your recipe and your take on this dish. Like I said before, you can put dashes sriracha in there. You can incorporate it before in your sauce before, or you can add it at the end. That's up to you. I don't like spicy, so I leave it on the side for those who do. All right, I'm not much of an expert on chopsticks. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, maybe it's easier to just grab the shrimp. All right, bon appetit.